It's me, Gideon. Thank you for the greatest 13 years of my life. I can just picture you as you listen to this album. You'll be in the bedroom, sitting in your recliner by the fire, wearing that horrible old red plaid bathrobe, scotch in one hand and Kleenex in the other. And you're mad as hell at me. No, I'm sorry I can't be there with you. But you remember we agreed that if the battle got to be too much, I had your permission to surrender. And this has been the 14,337th day of my life. And tomorrow, I surrender. Now, you know I don't want a memorial service. Been to too many of those in the last 15 years. But I couldn't ask you to pass up the chance to sing Danny Boy now, could I? So don't worry. Have your service. I'll be there. Wherever you are, I'll always be there. Perhaps someday for several hours, you'll fill some church with lots of flowers and display some saintly shot of me somewhere in the hall. Stick a tray of nachos up against the wall. I bet my mom will tell a story, endowing me with lots of glory, and punish you by making you listen to my song. I'll torture you by forcing you to have to sing along. Somebody save me a seat somewhere in the back, 'cause I'll get bored and go across the street, eat a snack and grab a beer at the bar. Find a piano, get out the tip jar. Yes, somebody save me a seat at that piano across the street, 'cause I'll look back and laugh at you, 'cause you'll be bored as hell and we wonder if you really knew me. We wonder if you knew me too well. And I'll sing all the secrets I'm too ashamed to share. Sing about courage that came from God knows where. A review of all the hearts I've broken, all the songs I've sung, foolish words I might have spoken when I was very young. Somebody save me a seat on a roller coaster somewhere. We'll fly around and have some fun and think about all the miracles we could have done and the people we could have become. Well, the beers made me silly, I feel kind of guilty, 'cause I left you alone over there. So I'll sneak back inside and I'll stand by your chair. Just for a moment, I'll goof with your hair. Then I'll find my way back to my seat in the back, and I'll be a good boy till it's over. Then I'll get to do something that you cannot do. I'll follow you home, every one of you. And on a day when you feel lost or hurt, go to the kitchen, have some dessert, sit at the table and eat. Just remember to save me a seat. Please remember to save me a seat. Great. Let's go all in one take.
What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
Having second thoughts?
Nope.
Well, I am. Jack called. He wants you to pick him up at the airport tomorrow night. But I told him you were killing yourself and wouldn't be able to make it.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't, but I wanted to. You just don't look like a man who's ready to off himself.
You should see the inside of my head. Look, the only things left I have any control over are my death tomorrow and this session tonight. It's like the perfect last meal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, get back to work.
Guess I'll call Jack and tell him to take the bus.
Your sarcasm is a breath of fresh air. Give me more. You know, when you're dying, people only smile at you.
Well, I'm not smiling. You know, the next time you want a last meal, order a pizza. What's next?
Connected, number 6. And give me a little extra verb on the second bridge.
Tape is rolling. Connected. Take 1.
A song neon sign that said emergency. I barely even know what happened next. Collapsing in the doorway and down the hall. Eyes neck.
Hey, hon.
Oh, hey!
Hey. I'm so sorry I'm late. First, the babysitter didn't show on time, and then I had to argue with your godson about why he was cordially not invited here tonight.
Trisha?
He is not a happy camper.
Trisha?
Yeah, Jimmy?
Trisha, I think the red light was on.
It was. I saw it.
You're not supposed to come in when the red light is on.
That's for civilians. The diva always comes in when the red light is on.
Diva shouldn't.
Diva does.
We were recording.
Well, then I guess that's why the red light was on.
It's okay. Look, I know Bobby's pissed at me, but I'd be too nervous with him here. I haven't been in the studio in 10 years.
Well, now that's okay. He said if you couldn't be here tonight, he wanted to be the first one to hear the new song. So, Saturday night, my house, I'll make dinner and you bring the tapes.
I don't think I can make it.
Well, now Jack said you could, so it's etched in stone. 7:30, no excuse.
So why don't I come in Gideon's place?
Because he's going to be there.
Oh, a seance.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just having flashbacks.
Well, look, can we get this show on the road? The babysitter has to leave at 11 sharp. If I am not home by 11:02, the house will be burned to the ground. What do you want to do first?
Hey, but you can fill me in on how Bobby's been doing until the others get here.
Others? What others? Honey, I only bought enough cheese doodles for the 3 of us. Who else is coming?
Gordon.
Gordon? Our Gordon?
Our Gordon. And Vicky.
Vicky. Vicky.
Vicky.
Firmus Vicky.
Thermos Vicky.
Jim, did you know that Vicky was coming in tonight?
Yes, I just electrified the fences.
Honey, I love you, but I haven't spoken to that person in 3 years, and I do not intend to start tonight.
I don't care if you speak with her, just sing with her.
Sing with her. I don't even want to be in the same room with her.
Who does?
Look, why don't you lay down the tracks tonight with Gordon and that woman, and I'll come in tomorrow night and sing over you.
I'm not available tomorrow. Look, life's too short to hold grudges.
A grudge? The woman ruined my wedding.
Which one?
The last one. Look, it's more than a grudge. She's a lush. She's nuts.
She's abrasive. She's irritating. She's impossible.
Look, if you called me, I would have gotten you somebody else, but I can't do it, honey. I just can't do it.
Trish, look, I'm going to go from song to song, and we don't have to say boo to each other between takes, but you can't leave.
Jim!
Oh, no, you really can't leave.
Quick, buy into your cyanide capsules.
Jim! Why the hell do you have 2 handicapped parking places out there? Have you ever had 2 handicapped singers in here at the same time? I don't think so. Well, I parked in one of them anyway, and I don't care if Helen fucking Keller is coming here tonight. I'm not moving.
Great entrance, Victoria. Now, let's try it again. Only this time, don't come in.
Oh, too late.
If you don't put that cigarette out, I'm going to foam you like a flaming jet.
Kiss my ass. And don't call me Victoria. Ah,
Charming.
Hey, Vic.
hey, sweetheart. Well, you don't look half as bad as I thought you would.
No, but a lovely thing to say.
That's it. I'm leaving.
Trisha! Oh, Trisha! Oh my God, my diva! It is so good to see you, and this is your lucky day. Let me see your pores. Oh, honey, those aren't pores, they're craters. I have just what you need. Astringent Mary Kay's firm face. Let me show you.
No fair.
Okay, well, you win some, you lose some. Oh, and here's a present for you, sweetheart. It's a book on how crystals cure AIDS, and I put $20 in there so that you could buy your own crystals. Hey, Braindead, I want you to know that I'm still not speaking to you.
That gives me a problem setting levels.
And I'm still not speaking to you.
Me? Oh, you are not still miffed about the wedding.
Myth. Oh, yes, I'm myth.
But I thought you divorced that bozo.
So?
So no harm, no foul. Hey, who wants refreshments?
You know, I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but give me a double of anything.
Now, come on now, don't get looped. We have a lot of work to do and we have to finish everything tonight.
How come?
Gideon has big plans for tomorrow.
Jim!
Ooh, what's going on tomorrow?
Yes, Gideon, what's going on tomorrow? I forget. Tell me again. Tell us all.
I have an important appointment tomorrow.
Oh, with who? Somebody big?
The biggest.
Who? Tell me.
No, it would be bad luck. Look, I can't waste time. You've been going over the songs?
2 hours every day. I won't let you down. You know, I was thinking I might just get back into singing full time again.
And give up Mary Kay?
Well, maybe I'd sell you the franchise. You'd make a mint.
How many black women do you know use Mary Kay? 2. Diana Ross and Michael Jackson.
Yes, but they use a lot. Look, honey, I wasn't sure, so I brought all of your favorites. I've got screwdrivers, martinis, whiskey sours, and mimosas. What'll it be?
As soon as we finish recording, I'll have all 4 on the rocks. Jim, you know what we could do?
Get a liquor license?
We could save Connected for the end of the session.
Oh, hey, could we record all of my stuff first so I could get out of here early?
Oh, that would be fine with me.
Oh, and honey, about going it alone. Well, the more I looked at it, the more I realized that you must have written it with me in mind. So I was thinking, why don't I sing lead on it instead of you? Isn't that brilliant?
No, because it's a love song sung between 2 men.
So what's your point?
It's about me and Jack, and I want Gordon to be Jack.
Oh, Gordon isn't coming.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't. Look, the kid from the answering service called me and told me that Gordon wouldn't be able to make it.
Oh, but right now, what am I supposed to do? I need another man's voice.
Oh, hold on, honey, I can make some
And
calls.
before you do, the kid from the service is going to come audition for you.
What kid?
The kid from Arlen's that called me with the message.
Not Billy Bob Numbnuts or whatever the hell his name is.
Well, I don't know what his name is, but he's got a real cute southern accent. Sounds kind of Gomer Pye.
That's him. I've been dodging him for 2 weeks. He wants to be a singer-songwriter, and since I'm his favorite singer-songwriter, he wants me to help him get in the singing-songwriting business.
It sounds like a stalker.
I called to leave messages for you guys. He wouldn't let me do it until he sang all of Shades of Blue for me. I called 3 times. I was on the phone for 45 minutes. The guy is nuts.
And he's also here.
Okay, so listen to him sing, and if he stinks, give him an autograph of the old depot. We're down here!
Hello, hi, I got here. And there you are. Oh man, I know you anywhere. This is an honor. I can't believe this. I'm so bursting with feeling right now. I have to sing this for you. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord.
Are you on drugs?
No, he's probably a Baptist. That was the first song I ever had published. I will trust in the Lord. The Foursquare Bible hymnal and
song, but
songbook.
that's it. We used it every Sunday in the Trinity Baptist Church. Here, I brought this to show.
Ah! My Bible!
Don't mind her, honey. She's a vampire.
Oh, she's kidding.
Oh, well, I brought it to show you.
I've seen one, thanks.
You've never seen mine. See there in the back? I like that hymn so much, I pasted it right in my Bible. That was 15 years ago, and I'd be most honored if you would autograph it for me today before I leave.
Hello there.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
That's Crabby old Jim in the booth.
Hi, crabby old Jim in the booth.
You must be that Billy Bob Numbnuts I've been hearing so much about.
Pay no attention to him.
I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
James R. Baker.
Okay,
Call
James.
me buddy because I'm everybody's buddy. My real name is James Robert Baker, but if I say, hi, my name is Jim Baker, then everybody would think I was the one married to Tammy Faye, and then the other choice would have been Jim Bob, but I really hate that. And then my mother started calling me Buddy, so Buddy's what they call me in Texas. Everybody calls me Buddy.
Okay, buddy, if you'll take
You know, you're the only one I wanted to meet when I came to L.A., and I tried to find your address and your phone number, and I couldn't, and so then I just gave it over to the Lord, and I said, Lord, if you want us to meet, then I will leave it to you. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there a few days ago, and bam, you called me. He called me.
I think he was calling us.
Yes, but he was...
Buddy. Do you read music?
I sight read, I play 5 instruments, and I have perfect pitch.
Well, I think we should drink to that. Buddy, would you like a screwdriver?
Oh, I don't drink, ma'am.
Oh, I'm not a man. I'm a Vicky. And you're very cute.
And that's Atricia.
And I'm very cute, too.
Well, I'm Buddy.
Well, so we here. Welcome to the choir.
Jim Bob, have you ever been in the studio before?
Well, crabby old Jim, I guess these 4 CDs of me playing recording my own tunes will show you I've been around some. I brought these for you. You don't have to listen to them now. Maybe a little later on when you have some time.
Maybe you could listen to them together.
Really, that would be awesome. This one here would be a good one to listen to first. See, I did my own version of Shades of Blue on this one.
Let me see. Wow, there it is. Never heard of Emma Records before.
Emma's my mother. She's president and chairman of the board, put the whole company together for me, produced all the albums, sold them for me when I preached at different churches. We made a fortune.
We can begin whenever you're ready. You want to give them a try?
More than anything in the world.
Okay, Tex, you're at mic 3.
Okay, buddy, here's the material. It's pretty simple backup. You've got one duet, a couple of letters to read. I'll pay you scale. Jump in on the first number. If you do all right, you get a job.
My first job in Hollywood. Wow. Is this what I think it is?
A recording studio?
Was this a fallout shelter?
About 40 years ago.
Wow, I always wanted one of these.
You always wanted your own bomb shelter?
Yes, sir. My mother was sure the Russians were just going to blow us off the face of the earth.
And where exactly are you from?
Just outside Jacksonville, Texas, the tomato capital of the world.
Ah, yes, one of the Russians' prime targets.
Okay, could I set some levels here? Buddy first, then Vicky, then Trisha. Sing anything.
Anything?
Shades of Blue and A, please.
You're not going to do that whole song. are you?
No, just jump in on the chorus.
Shades of blue, shades of blue. How I long for shades of warm blue seas and skies, but all I get is the ice cold blue in your blue eyes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have a men's room? I'll be back.
Well, you got a great one.
And a great butt.
You keep your hands off him.
Like you go for an old woman like her.
I'll have you know that I have the body of a 20-year-old.
Well, you better give it back, because you ripping the hell out of it.
Oh, Trisha, I forgot how funny you were. I want you to know how much I've missed your quirky sense of humor. I also want you to know how thrilling it is to have you singing backup for me again.
Okay, Vicky, anything.
Anything? Shades of Blue and B, please.
Shades of blue, shades of blue. How I long for shades of warm blue seas and skies, but all I get is
I never sang backup for you.
Oh, yes, you did. You and Gordon and I was the lead singer.
No, you were the lead pain in the ass.
And you were my backup.
Trisha?
Shades of blue.
And see.
ooh blue, ooh seas and the skies.
And I never sang that
Yes,
for
you
you.
did.
No, it wasn't for you. You never once in a while I might say
You all want to sing?
I'm back.
Okay, let's settle down and see if we can go from song to song and only take a break if we need one, okay? I've got your levels. Be aware, the monitor's going to be hot. We're off.
Can we go through it once?
No time. This is a take.
Okay, unless otherwise written. Buddy, you're on the top line, Trish in the middle, Vicky's on bottom.
As usual.
Everybody ready?
I won't let you down. I'm ready.
Gideon, are you ready?
I'm ready. Everybody's ready.
Oh, I already said ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Then we're all ready. Wait for the click track.
What's a click track?
I thought you'd been in studios before.
Well, professional ones.
Gideon, do you want to take him with you tomorrow?
I have no plans.
We don't need a click. Just watch.
Okay, fine. I just always recall something else.
Quiet, please. Tape is rolling. The preacher and the nurse, take one.
Hey, Jack. This song is a present for my parents. The man in black and woman in white, as you like to call them. Christ's first disciples. The First Missionary Baptist Church in Mammoth, Arkansas. It had a congregation of 12. Just like Jesus. On a day, you weren't the greatest preacher, but that congregation grew. Not because of the things you said, but because of the things you did. And when they needed a bigger church, you built it with your own hands. And the day that church was dedicated, filled to capacity with 200 people, you resigned.
The preacher stood in front of the church he built, and he said, I'm leaving. I love you all, but I barely finished high school. Now you've grown much larger. You need someone who's smarter. Been to college, knows the language. It must have been the legion of the people he helped save. He fed the poor and he helped the sick and the dying. It's nice to have some knowledge. Oh, but you don't learn in college how to treat people, how to love people. Well, I think the preacher made a mistake that day. 'Cause I think the people needed him to stay. The preacher and the nurse, always giving more. The preacher and the nurse had an open door. And I know I could do worse, never be just like the preacher and the nurse. Preacher and the nurse. The nurse would play the piano and teach the ladies in the church. Couldn't bear to leave, but they were tired. Oh, so tired. The preacher had to slumber underneath the lumber, building the church house. Building the church house. God in the church house. God in the church house. 'Cause they knew the town had needs that crown at night. And they wanted just to build that house of light. The preacher and the nurse, always giving more. The preacher and the nurse had an open door.
And I know I could do worse than to be just like the preacher and the nurse. We packed and moved to Texas, to a little bitty town. The nurse worked at the clinic in her starched white nurse's gown. The people at the new church were the happiest of all, 'cause the preacher and the nurse had her dad call. And her dad call. I know I'll never be the kind of man my father was. I always tried
What an amazing voice you have.
Thank you.
Too bad she didn't get a little ambition to go along with it.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Just simply that if you had a little bit more moxie, you could be right up there with Aretha or Whitney or any of those others of your ilk.
Of my ilk. Could I have a minute of your time, please? Thank you. I know both of those women that you speak of, and yes, they may have fame and fortune, but they got pretty sad lives by my way of looking at it. Yes, it must have been more important to be a mother than a star, because 5 kids and 4 ex-husbands will put a dent in ambition. Diva's got a house full of crazy kids, but she's making a living doing what she loves. Can the traveling sales lady say that? I don't think so. So you can take your Mary Kay firm face and stick it where you don't get a tan. And as for the diva, it is never too late to be a star.
Well, I'm planning on being a big star, and I got the moxie. Poof. I was real hot in the gospel market, but now I think it's time to cross over. Don't you think so?
Okay.
I thought so too. The president of my record company thought this would be a great song for you.
Thank your mother for thinking of it.
It's called When You Care. I wrote it for you. You're the only man alive who can sing that song. There's a 30-voice choir on that tape waiting to sing with you. I'll have a lead sheet and everything. I was thinking if you wanted maybe...
No, not now. Jim, are you ready to go on?
Yes, sir. What's next?
Number 3, Somebody's Friend.
Amen. Is that a song about Jesus?
Kind of. It's a song about all sorts of phony cures out there for positoids like me.
Well, what's a positoid?
Positoid is someone who's HIV positive. Hey, Jim, let's leave the monologue for later and just do the song, all right?
Okay. Recording Somebody's Friend. Everybody ready? Take 1.
I'm not ready.
That's okay. It's just the 3 of us on this one.
HIV is AIDS.
I know.
You're serious? You have AIDS?
Well.
You really have AIDS? I don't believe it.
Have faith.
But how'd you catch it?
Catch it? How'd I catch it?
Caught it from a dirty toilet seat in a professional recording studio. Now let's go.
Are you a fag?
Hey! Don't use that kind of language.
It's all right. I'm about as faggy as you can get without doing Betty Davis impressions.
I thought you were a Christian.
And what makes you think I'm not?
Well, are you?
Well, you tell me.
You're not. Man can't be a Christian and a fag at the same time.
Is that so?
That is so. Homosexuality is contrary to the law of God. You should know that. The law is not for the righteous, but for the immoral, the homosexuals, the kidnappers, and for the profane.
1 Timothy.
That's right.
I'm a preacher's kid. For every verse you throw, I can throw 2.
Then you must know Leviticus.
Hey, buddy, whoa. To everything there is a time.
Ecclesiastes.
Boy, I am not quoting scriptures to you. I am trying to tell you that being a singer is a business. Now, he is paying for the time. Don't preach to him on his dime.
But the sexually impure are going to swim in the lake with the fiery sulfur, with the murderers, the idolaters, and those who practice the magic arts.
Like David Copperfield.
Especially David Copperfield. You know, buddy, if I do end up in that fiery lake, according to Paul, you'll be right in there with me. In case you forgot, he says that homosexuals, the greedy, slanderers, drunkards, and thieves shall not inherit the kingdom of God, and you, buddy, are the thief.
I have never stolen from anyone.
What are you talking about? You stole from me. You put my song on your album and then sold it for money. I believe you said a fortune, and then give me nothing for my work. Now, in the law, that's called copyright infringement, but in the Bible, they just call it stealing.
I might have sung your songs once. I won't be singing them anymore. I can't stay here.
Well, it looks like you're all washed up at Emma Records.
That boy has got a long way to go.
You know who that was?
Who?
You 20 years ago.
Yeah, but without the perm. We don't need him. Right now, let's just keep going. I'll make a couple calls and see if we can get anyone.
Okay. This one's all yours, man.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, recording Somebody's Friend, take 2.
I could meet somebody's friend. They say it's not my friend, it's a friend of somebody's friend. Somebody's friend tried moonstone therapy. Somebody's friend tried some new drug that came from Cleveland, drawn from a bug that came from England. Somebody's friend got cured of HIV, but when I asked if I could meet somebody's friend, they say it's not my friend, it's a friend of somebody's friend. Somewhere down in South America, there's an HIV-free town. In my town, there's an HIV-free Sunday, with an HIV-free club. Indiana wants for all of the HIV-free children, where the HIV-free party never ends. And I'm thinking I would really like to be somebody's friend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody's friend just got pneumonia. Somebody's friend might die today. So I guess I won't depend on somebody's friend. See, 'cause it's not my friend. It's a friend of somebody's friend. Somebody's
I was asking advice on how to handle the disease, because it was starting to fall apart. You didn't want to talk about it, did you, Jack? It's all right, I understand. You're Irish. And I learned from you that if the Irish don't talk about something, then it doesn't exist. And I heard of a group of others like me who felt the way I feel. I felt sorry for myself, like the only man on earth. And someone said a group would help me heal. So I walked in on a Monday where they all sat in a circle and they told each other stories of the war. Some were old and some were young, but mostly they were young. And mostly I kept looking at the floor. Dave was only 20 and he said his life was over. And he asked if this was all the life he'd get. Bill was 50, going blind, complaining of infections which he got from tubes connected to his chest. Some spots. He didn't like to go outside. He said his mother hated him. He was just a prisoner and he wished he had the guts for suicide.
Carrie was a Christian and a housewife and a mother, and she hated all her so-called Christian friends. 'Cause they judged her and they told her, if you really loved your Jesus, he'd have healed her, 'cause the blood of Christ will cleanse. She was very disappointed in the Lord, 'cause she'd done everything from speaking in tongues to the laying on of hands. She said if this was celestial retribution,
group just listened, sort of in a trance. Maxie liked to party. She said she'd never stop it. After all, this thing would kill, no matter what. She said we looked pathetic. She would not stop living till they threw her in a box and slammed it shut. Then she showed us all the track marks on her arms and on her body and invited us to join in later on. Then she staggered for a moment and fell into a chair. Oh, and the group just listened, helpless but scared.
Oh, and the sickest ones were scaring me. The youngest made me sad.
Just made me feel that there was one who seemed to know it all, and one who had no clue.
There was one who spoke of vitamins, who said we needed vitamins, and as they said what they were going through,
I cried.
'cause I was going through it too. I finally took my turn. I said, I guess I got it easy, 'cause all my friends and family really care. They call me up and take me out to dinner, and they tell me if I ever needed them, they'd soon be there. Suddenly it looked like they were dying in the desert, looking for some kind of comfort from the heat, and I had water. I was the only one with water, and I couldn't stand a drop to drink. I was glad when it was over, and I raced to get back home. Felt a little better, not quite so alone. But how strange to be a member of a club, how nobody else to be a member of, after all the good it did. I still cannot recoup from the time I finally visited the group.
That's a take.
Oh no. Why'd you come back?
Came back to save you.
Oh, Jesus.
Amen.
Sorry, I don't have time to be saved right now.
I started to think the Lord gave me a sign by getting me this job, but now I don't think it's about my career. I firmly believe the Lord sent me here to save you.
Look, I would love to have a theological chess game with you sometime, but not now. I have important work to do and I'm on a deadline. But I'll tell you this. You have a good voice and I need you. So if you want to stay insane, fine. But if you're going to turn this into a revival session, then you're out of here. Let's do going it alone.
Homosexuality is a sin, an abomination. Leviticus 18:22.
It also says that eating pork is an equal abomination, along with menstruating women.
So if you want to get to heaven, don't eat spare ribs while you're having your period.
And if you want to stay, then you open your mouth only to sing. Can you do that?
I don't know.
There's a compromise. You just give me the chapter and verse. I'll get the message, all right?
You just stay over there, okay?
It's fine with me, brother, buddy. I've been up number 4, going it alone. Buddy, you'll be singing back up and reading the part of Jack.
Who's Jack?
My longtime homosexual companion.
I can't do this.
As a good Christian or a paid professional. I'll pay you double scale. I'll pay you all double scale.
How much is that?
About $500. Well, I do believe we're seeing Brother Buddy's first moral crisis right before our eyes. God or mammon, which will it be?
Go for the mammon, baby.
Never mind, we'll do it myself. I don't want to be the one who made you put the sin in sing. Roll tape, Jimmy. Jack, I'm sorry, I can't talk long now. I'm in the middle of a holy war, and I'm trying to squeeze in a little recording between debates. This next song is for you. Oh, they're all for you. It wouldn't exist if it weren't for you. Whenever I had a bad day, you knew the music would keep me going. You said, take the pain. Turn it into a melody. You said, take the hopelessness. Turn it into a song. I don't know what I did to deserve someone like you. When I tested positive and you didn't, you knew you were in for a lifetime of feeding me, taking me to the doctor, bathing me, emptying my bedpans, running IVs, and sitting patiently by my bedside waiting for me to die. Anyone else would have walked out the door, but you chose to stay. You wrote me this letter. Yes.
Dearest Gideon, do you know what the longest day of my life was? It was the day we got our test results together. I was out in 5 minutes. It took you a half hour. That half hour was the longest day of my life. I knew if you had tested negative, you would have been out as soon as I was. So my life changed forever in 30 minutes. Instead of being co-stars in our comedy called Relationship, I knew you would have to take the leading role and I would become a supporting player. Sometimes when you keep everything inside and don't share it with me, then I feel like I'm doing a one-man show. Though you've been a rock for me to stand on, beside me every moment of the fight, and even though you make it so much better when I go to sleep at night, the fight that I am fighting is my own, and it feels as though I'm going it alone. Now and then my friends take me to dinner. They tell me how they're with me all the way. And they lean across the table and they say they're thinking of me. And they take the bill so I don't have to pay. And they tell me they're so proud of how I've grown. And they say they know I'm going it alone. But is it such a lonely battle? Have I been so wrapped up in myself? What about what you've been through as well? Do you lie awake and worry, never falling back to sleep? Are you going through some private kind of hell? Do you also feel you're out there on your own?
Can we really say we're out there on our own?
Can we really say we're out there on our own?
When together we've been going it alone. When together we've been going it alone.
Not bad. Gideon?
Sorry, Jimmy, I need a break.
Gideon? Gideon!
Want to go out in the alley and play Sodom and Gomorrah?
When you care, you don't need an explanation when you care. Either you love or you don't, either you will or you won't.
It's okay, you can sing it. Sounds just like I always thought it would.
You write the lyrics too?
Sir,
Should read them sometime.
but that's the point, sir. I do care. You're dying, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, what if I'm right? What if the Lord sent me here to save you?
What if you sent me here to save you?
From what?
Yourself. Look, I know it wasn't easy for you to sing going alone. I'm kind of proud of you for doing it. You did a great job. You know, you could make it in this business. You have the voice, and well, you definitely have the moxie. Oof. Can I ask who you were talking to? I saw you on the payphone outside. It looked kind of serious. Was it a girl?
No, sir. I was talking to my mother.
Ah, business call. Was she proud you had your first recording gig in LA?
No, sir. She told me to come home. She said I was taking my first step on the highway to hell.
By singing my songs?
She believes pop music is a sin.
It's funny what some people think are sins, huh?
Yes, sir.
She didn't want you to stay and save me?
No, sir. She said it was too late for you. She said you were already lost.
Let me get this right. You should go home.
I'm not going back till I cross over.
Why is that so important to you? If you were a star in gospel, you were a star. And a star is a star. Something I never was in any market.
You were a star to me. You were like the Baptist Barry Manilow.
Thank you so much.
You were the first man ever to cross over from gospel to pop. I saw you when you played Dallas. Afterward, I got right up next to you, but you were so tall and I was so little, and you didn't even see me. And then they drove you off in the biggest limousine I ever saw. And I said to myself, that's going to be someday.
Do you still want to be me?
No. But I'd like to know how you did it.
I didn't do anything. It was a fluke. It just happened. I was playing Shades of Blue in a piano bar one night. Jack came in, heard it, took it to a record company, and all of a sudden I had recording deals, development deals, tours. Go record.
So what happened to you?
I fell in love with Jack, and I wasn't about to hide it from the world. It takes an awful lot of energy to pretend to be straight all day. And the record company wasn't about to promote a gay star who was making half the women across America squeal. So we went into the recording business together. And now I take care of other people's music instead of playing mine. And that's what happened to me.
Sir, I have to say something. If you want to be saved, you must leave this man.
If leaving the human being I love most in the world is part of it, then no, sir, I don't want to be saved. I want no part of it.
But this man is the one who led you away from God.
Really? By turning me gay or making me sing pop music?
He cannot be a godly man.
Who the hell are you to judge him? I say I'd rather be sick or even ashes in some pot than to be stuck pretending to be healthy when I'm not. I know you think I'm dying 'cause I'm under Jesus' curse, but when I'm on my deathbed I don't want you for a nurse. At least I know what's killing me. At least I know the enemy. I know you disagree. At least I know what's killing me. I've got a piece of paper and it tells me something's wrong. They say think I'm dying and that I ain't got too long. Oh, but they don't do no testing for the thing that's wrong with you. No cure for what you say, no cure for what you do. At least I know what's killing me. At least I know the enemy. I know you disagree. At least I know what's killing me. You're alive on the outside, but you're the walking dead. You better grow good stuff on the inside. A bad stuff will grow instead. I'll tell you something true, but I know that you may doubt it. I would rather be me with AIDS than to have to be you without it. Ha! I said at least I know. At least I know. At least I know. Yeah! What's going me? At least I know the enemy. I know you disagree. At least I know what's killing me. At least I know the enemy. 'Cause at least I know what's killing me.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
I said
God
if you...
damn it!
What now?
I got a fucking ticket.
Are we giving tickets for that now?
Oh, I'm not interrupting you, Blue. Do you two want to be alone?
No.
You better be careful. He used his songs to seduce young boys, you know.
Oh, shut up, will you? She's loaded.
Oh, sure. Whenever I tell the truth, they always say she's loaded.
Yeah, just be quiet and take your goddamn present, will you?
A present for me? I got a present for me. Let me see.
No, don't open it now. Wait till you get home.
Are you kidding? You are talking to the queen of instant gratification. Oh my God, it's us. Traymore Hotel, Atlantic City. I know why we're smiling.
Why?
That was the day our divorce was filed.
Really?
Sure.
Wait a minute. You two were married
We were.
to each other?
Oh, it was a fairy tale wedding and he was the fairy.
Why would a woman marry a man who likes other men?
Well, now, we didn't quite have that information back then, did we?
Back when?
When we were sweet 16. And we were sweet, weren't we, sweetie?
We were militantly adorable.
He was my first boyfriend. The first man who ever made love to me.
Reasonably well, I thought.
Oh, exceptionally well.
But if you were heterosexual then, when did you decide to become homosexual?
April 26, 1972. The day I saw Victor Mature and Demetrius and the Gladiators. I went right down to Bloomingdale's and signed up.
You mean they make you fill out a form?
Oh, Jesus, did you have a humor bypass or something? You know, I was gay before he did.
He did not.
Did so.
Did not.
Did so. And he fought it and fought it and fought it. And I tried to hold on to him for as long as I could. But as the saying goes, you can't fight Mother Nature.
Oh, believe me, if any woman on earth could give Mother Nature the fight of her life, it's that lady there.
I believe that.
And then I gave up. I figured that I could compete with any chorus girl that would come along, but I couldn't compete with a linebacker.
Sure you could. You got the shoulders.
Jim, have you been listening to this?
Listening to it. I've been recording it.
Oh, good. Then keep rolling, because I want to tell a funny story. Okay. This is for Buddy. It's like a parable, only it's got a point. Now, as I said, I knew that he was gay before he did, but I didn't want to believe it until I saw it with my own eyes, and then the day came. Well, aren't you going to stop me for the sake of the child?
No, go ahead. I like the story.
All right, well, give me a little Edge of Night music, would you? I got home early one day. It was summer, a sultry day, a sweltering day. In fact, it was Arbor Day. I don't know why I remember that fact, I just do. Anyway, I walked into the bedroom, and the smell of musk hit me like a steel boxing glove, splitting my septum. And there on our bed, on my bed, on my wedding bed, was Gideon and Carl, the Neanderthal pool boy. Buddy, they were engaged in a sexual act so gravity-defying that if I described it to you in detail, you would faint where you were standing and fall into an irreversible coma.
Oh, please don't, ma'am. I'm sure it must have been horrible for you.
What horrible! I joined them. Oh, haven't you ever had a three-way? A two-way? A one-way? Okay, here comes the point. The point is, they didn't even know that I was there. And any man who chooses a man over me is not making a choice at all. And if you end up with someone that looks like Jack, well, even I don't understand that. Oh, come on, honey, you know I'm teasing. Besides, I know how you like those Dr. Phil types. Look, he's a great guy, and you're great together, and you've certainly been married longer than any other married couple I know.
That is not a marriage in God's eyes.
This is God speaking, and I'm pissed. Can we get on with this?
Sir, I do not say these things to shame you, but to admonish you as a beloved brother.
Well, you might want to read this and do a little admonishing of your own.
That's interesting. It's a note from Gordon Warnall. Gideon, would have been there, but you never left me a message about the time and place. How about tomorrow? It's funny, I remember leaving that message with you, buddy. Any idea how that little mix-up might have happened?
I did it, I admit it. I had to be here tonight. I thought tonight might be the only chance I would ever have to play you my song.
It is.
Mr. Warnall had two other offers for tonight. It's not that I took his job, I just married his choices.
No, buddy, you lied to me, and you took work from Gordon.
You're evil.
I want you to stay and tell me whether or not you still think a man can't be a Christian and a fag at the same time.
I can't. I don't know. I'm trying to love the sinner and hate the sin.
Me too. I'm trying to love the bigot and hate the bigotry.
It can't be bigotry if it's in the Bible, the Word of God.
So it's slavery.
It's not the same thing.
Why not? The good book says that no slave shall be above his master. So God thinks slavery is a good idea.
You don't know what God thinks.
And you don't know what God thinks about him.
But you're a mother.
I beg your pardon?
What would you do if you had a gay son?
I would love him, as I do. His name is Bobby, and he's 19, and he's gay. And unfortunately, he's not very proud of it. In fact, he spends most of his free time trying to stop hating himself. See, a few months ago, at church, after the preacher gave a sermon on the evils of homosexuality, 4 boys decided to reinforce the lesson by beating him bloody and breaking both of his arms. When I got to the hospital, I only knew him by the clothes he had on. The only part of him that wasn't bruised was his forehead, where they had written the word faggot in black magic marker. When the preacher asked the boys why they did it, they said because he loved him. So if that's the kind of love you're preaching here today, preacher man, and you are not preaching the word of God, now you amen that.
Very confused.
That might be the first intelligent thing you've said all evening.
Hey, what time is Bible study over? I would kind of like to get out of here before dawn.
A good idea, because God only knows what you look like in the daytime.
No, Miss Catherine! Wait a minute!
Hey, take it. All right, take a deep breath. Deep breath.
It's okay. No blood. I'll live.
Look, honey, why don't we wrap up for tonight? We don't want you to end up in the hospital.
No. Trish, this happens a couple of times a day and I get over it. Please just go on. Seems only fitting to get to the pharmaceutical part of the evening. Let's do friendly fire and go right into connected. Manny, why don't you take the lead on friendly fire? It's about my journey through the minefields of modern day medicine. Who'd have thought that being sick could be so funny?
Funny like a crutch.
No. Funny like a war. I can see the music video now. Apocalypse Now meets Dr. Strangelove. G.I. Joe in the battle of his life, fighting his own body. The all-American hero under fire, searching for the enemy on the horizon, about to be shot in the back by his own army.
I've got my own private Armageddon, my personal World War III, where there's so many different factions, all taking different actions, and sometimes it feels like my soldiers are killing me with friendly fire. What a strange ironic name, friendly fire, but it kills you just the same. Is your death more dignified when the people you admire turn around and shoot you down with friendly fire?
Next!
Oh, but sir, I need to ask.
Quiet, soldier. Don't ask, don't tell. Just keep rolling along.
My report, sir.
Number?
674329, sir.
Well, your body's falling apart, but not as fast as your insurance coverage. But we're going to keep fighting with Quixavan, more AZT, and 3TC, which is a very nice chevron-shaped pill.
But I need-
Keep up the good work, soldier. I'm with you all the way. Next!
I've got a battleground in my body where there is no DMZ.
No DMZ!
I'm so full of medication, I'm like a ravaged nation, and sometimes it feels like my medicine is killing me. With friendly fire, makes the enemy look tame. Friendly fire, but it kills you just the same. Is your life more meaningful when you're dancing on the wire and you're always in the line of friendly fire?
Incoming disease! Take cover!
Everyone's flying their own flag of panic, and everyone's trying to frank the lieutenant. The troops will be deployed with the sign of a David. The town must be destroyed.
In order to save it.
Next! Oh, I have great news.
I'm getting better.
Of course not. Your insurance insurance is all settled. They'll pay for everything. So I made appointments for you to see Dr. Dreyfus, Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Seuss, Dr. Demento, Dr. No, Dr. Yes, Dr. Kevorkian, Dr. Zhivago, Dr. Curie, Dr. Joyce Brothers, Dr. Queen Medicine Woman, and Dr. Laura.
But sir, some of them are dead.
Doesn't matter, they still take insurance. Now fall in!
You've got an army now of doctors who don't know how to cure your ills, but they've got bills enough to choke a cow.
Over hills, hills of pills, pills that give you chills and thrills, but your symptoms keep rolling along.
You're gonna pay, my boy. You're gonna pay. Not just with money, but with side effects that aren't so funny.
Off we go into the drug-filled sewer, flying high to the sky.
From the walls of pharmaceuticals to the scores of remedies. What we give you in these bottles will be worse than your disease. I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told.
Kombucha is a magic mold.
Kombucha is a magic bowl.
2 cups,
3 cups,
2 more,
3, 4.
I feel even worse than before. There's a woman named Louise.
There's a woman named Louise.
Tells me my immunities.
Tells me my immunities.
She can
Restore. For sure.
She sells T-cells by the seashore.
Next!
674-329 reporting, sir.
What is it, Private?
Permission to surrender, sir.
Surrender? Why, soldier, you've just begun to fight whether you like it or not. Your troops are depending on you. Your country is depending on you. Insurance companies are depending on you.
But I'm really tired of fighting, so please let me surrender.
Wyatt, you can't surrender. You're winning all the battles.
But I'm losing the war.
We all lose the war, soldier. Cheer up. I thought you'd be dead long ago. Next!
I've got an endless parade of healers, each one with a remedy. Great shamans and physicians prescribe their ammunitions, but sometimes it feels like my doctors are killing me with friendly fire, friendly aim, friendly fire, but it kills you just the same. Are the hidden one you made when the target is the fire and the victim pays the bill for friendly fire? Friendly fire, friendly fire. Is the song more beautiful when you hear the angel choir? If you know that they were sent by friendly fire, fire. When a wounded soldier is taken from the battlefield and put on a stretcher and carried into a field hospital, he doesn't know if he's going to live to continue to fight the battle, but most of all, he doesn't know if he wants to.
Sunny on San set, emergency. I barely even know what happened next. Collapsing in a doorway and then down the hall, connected to a meter. We should all be connected to a meter. A very nice young man with 3 rings in each ear said, we don't lose that many patients in a year. He rolled me to a lonely room with a light beneath the bed, connected to connected to a bottle. And every night at 1 a.m., an angel of the nighttime would wake me up and give me something good, and then give me something bad. All day long I'd channel surf, that's all that I could do. I couldn't read a book or walk around. You know you've hit the bottom when you're glad to be connected to a TV. We should all be connected to a TV. I dreamed I was on Happy Days, and I was playing Richie with Popsy, begging Richie not to die. 'Cause they never let Richie die. Friends would come around, bring little things, say how much they needed me to live. They told me I would make it, 'cause they said we were connected to each other. We will all be connected to each other. Now someday if I lose this fight to carry on, please take me someplace gently out to sea. And listen as I whisper softly in your ear, connected to each other. We will always be connected to each other.
I'm sorry, my fault. There might have been a glitch or something, I'm not sure. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead and play that.
Okay, just give me a second here. I'm juggling a couple machines here. Okay, all right, here it is.
I'm sorry, I can't be there with you.
Jim?
But you remember
Jim,
when
turn that off.
the battle got to be too much, I had your permission to
Jim!
surrender.
Jim, turn that off!
Well, this has been the
Jim,
14,337th day
Jim!
of my life.
Jim!
And tomorrow,
Turn it off!
I surrender.
Surrender being a metaphor for suicide. Here are your farewell notes. I was supposed to give them to you tomorrow afternoon, but I'm planning on having a tremendous hangover. They're very self-indulgent. I read them.
Yeah, punch you right in the mouth.
I told you I was having second thoughts.
You gonna kill yourself?
No, of course he's not going to do it. It's just a desperate cry for attention.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am!
Can we at least get a why? I thought the meds were working.
The operative word being were, not anymore. My viral load is spiraling, my T cells are plunging. I'm so tired. Tired of doctors and hospitals and symptoms and tests and pills and shots and well-meaning people telling me to hang in there. So it's over. I am taking back control of my life.
By ending it?
Yes.
I'm not going to let you do it.
You're not.
No.
Well, you've been doing it on a daily basis for the last 20 years. No, the way you smoke and drink and pop pills, it may be slower and more socially acceptable, but there's no...
No! You are not going to turn this around on me like you always do. Talk to me!
I don't want to talk. I want to record. Record and die. Can't you understand that?
No, I understand. Vicky, shut up. Vicky, your timing is lousy. Vicky, not now. How do I get through to you if you don't listen
Where have you been for the last 6 months? Nowhere.
I didn't want to see what was happening.
It's not as scary as what's happening to you, Vic. I know what's killing me. What's killing you?
Life is killing me.
Well, are you happy with yourself now, Big Mouth?
Happy? I'm hysterical. I've been waiting to do this all night. Why don't you give us a little more engine light music?
Can I say something?
No.
So how are you going to do it?
Pills.
Pills. What a chicken shit way to go. No pizzazz, no flash. A gunshot wound in the head would be better. See, with a gunshot wound, you'll make page 1. With pills, it's only going to be a small blurb on page 16 about some has-been singer with AIDS. Go for page 1 and really humiliate your parents.
Leave him alone.
Oh, look who's telling me to leave him alone. See, I still love him. You don't. I only want what's best for him. And if he thinks that killing himself is the best thing for him, then he must be right. And I'm with him all the way. When are you going to do it?
Vic, let's talk about this
When
after this.
are you going to do it?
Tomorrow.
Bad. Don't try to like the present. Why not do it now? I have a gun in my bag.
Oh, you do not.
Sure I do. It's a cute little pink Mary Kay gun. But it kills. You know what would be better? I can help. Let me kill you.
I think you'd like that.
Well, it would solve everybody's problem. I'd be putting you out of your misery, and then I could spend the rest of my life in jail being taken care of. Prison, Mary Kay, same thing.
I don't think you're helping things.
Oh, sure I am. I'm helping you. You see, if I kill him, you'll be the star witness at my trial, and you'll become famous, a household word. Millions of albums, maybe a movie deal. Your career would skyrocket. See, I'm smarter than you think I am. No, no, don't try to comfort me. I'm not going to cry over you.
Oh, Vic, please try and understand.
Oh, I do. You'd be better off dead, right? So do it. And I hope you rot in hell.
Looks like you made a convert after all.
Really gonna do it?
Still in.
But you can't.
Why? Because I'd end up in that fiery lake of sulfur?
Because you haven't listened to my song yet.
You've given him the will to live!
I didn't want any of you to know about this.
And so you told Jim? Yeah, right. Okay, look, honey, I know that you're feeling a little blue right now. If you would just...
Oh, that's it. I'm feeling a little blue.
Okay, how about this?
What, Vic?
You remember after we'd been married for a few years and I would want to do it and you wouldn't. And you would say, not now, Vic, I love you, but how about a rain check?
Yeah.
Well, we love you, baby. How about a rain check?
For how long? I have nothing left to fight with.
Liar. How dare you say you have nothing left to fight with? Now I know why Bobby's not here tonight. It's because you didn't have the guts to look him in the eye, did you? Did you? Didn't have the guts to look Jack in the eye either. It's fine, I understand. You see, when you kill yourself, the pain is all over for you, but it is just beginning for the rest of us. We will spend the rest of our lives wondering, is there something we could have said? Is there something we could have done? I tell Bobby that you had nothing left to fight with. He's gonna say, Mama, he had me. don't. They don't. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do. I don't. They don't. You were the one who made us believe. You were the one who wrote the songs. You were the one who made it fun. You were the one who cared for my son. Nobody wants to see you go through hell again. Hospice, doctors, all we can do is smile to hold you together. Hospice, doctors, no one is promised even one more day. All we can say is we'll be there. All we can do is show how much we care. Singer and a song, that's what we've become. When you play and when we sing along, they're the songs that give us life. Don't we have the right to ask for more song? The singer stood in front of the flag he built and he said, I'm leaving. I love you all, but they tell me I am dying. You said, I'm so tired of fighting. I'm so tired of crying, I give up now. I'm going to die now. Well, I think the singer made a mistake today. If he thinks the choir will let him fade away. Singer and the song, that's what we've become. When you play and let us sing along, they're the songs that make us strong. Don't we have the right to ask for what was for? If you need hope, we'll give you hope. And if you need strength, oh, we'll give you strength. But if you don't live, then we don't live. You are more than just a song. You're more than just a rhyme. More than just a tune that fades away. So is there nothing we can say to make you want to fight? To make you want to fight? Make you want to fight for one more day? More than the singer, more than the song, more than the singer. Is there nothing we can say? Nothing we can say. Make you wanna fight for one just so give us one more day. One more day.
Now can I say something?
Who can stop you?
You told me before that you would never repent if it meant leaving your friend. But if you kill yourself, that's just what you'd be doing. That's all I wanted to say.
come around and bring me little things. Say how much they needed me to live. The power of cheap sentiment.
What does that mean?
Obadiah 12:16. Unto this day I grant a rain
I knew I could talk you out of it. I studied psychology, you see, and I knew what you said.
Excuse me, why can't we sing it?
No, actually, it was Brother Buddy who saved me.
I saved you. How do you mean I saved you?
Because I didn't want the last Christian I met in the world to be you.
That's humor, right?
Congratulations, kid, you just crossed over. Okay, enough. I have about an hour of consciousness left. What do you say, gang? Tomorrow night? Same time? Same place?
Hey, sweetheart, you ready to drive me home?
Oh, let me get this straight. Just when I decide to live, I'm going to get in a car with you? I don't think so. No, Jim and I are going out for coffee.
That's right, just the two of us.
Oh, can I come?
No.
Oh, please, Jimmy, I promise I'll talk to you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You know, y'all are a hoot.
Yeah, I know. I was married to Jim, too.
Okay. We all go and everybody talks to everybody. Buddy, will you join us?
I can't.
Oh, come on, cutie. You can try to convert me. You will find that I am very open.
Ma'am, you are the most open person I have ever met in my entire life.
Oh, thank you.
If you want Mr. Warnoff tomorrow night instead of me, I will understand.
No. To be honest, you're a better singer. And I'd kind of like to continue our theological chess game. Tomorrow night, 8 to 11. Maybe then you'll let me buy you a cup of coffee.
Maybe. Brother Gideon, can I ask you a favor?
I'll listen to your song, I promise.
No, not that. I was wondering if, well, before I go, will you let me pray over you?
Nom your heart.
Hollywood.
Oh, Vic, you always know just what to say. I love you, buddy.
Well, good night.
Hey, Jim, put us on a red light. What for? We've got one more song to do.
It's not Kumbaya, is it? I turned everything off.
Turn it back on.
What are we doing tomorrow?
It is tomorrow. What do you say, girls? You with me?
Sure, let's do it.
Buddy, you don't have to stay.
Well, you can't walk out when the red light is on.
And take your tape up to the booth. Hey, Jimbo, there's a 40-voice choir coming at you.
I'll make more coffee.
And there's a 2-measure tempo setter before the vocal comes in.
It's not a tempo setter, it's a click track.
Click track.
We're recording.
Hey, Jack. There's been a change of plans. God sent an angel to me. So when you sit and listen to this in your old red bathrobe by the fire, I'll be sitting there next to you with my head in your lap. I wish you could be here now. It's just like the old days. Vicki and Trish and I sitting around the piano.
Hi, Jack. Big hello from the first wife. Hey, Jack, the diva loves you. And I'll see you for dinner Saturday night.
Jim's in his cage.
Hey, Jack, I really wish you'd been here tonight instead of me.
And, Jack, this is Buddy. Buddy, say hello to Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Jack, this is a song Buddy wrote, and I thought of you when I read the lyrics. So, this isn't the end of the album, pal. It's just the end of side one. There's a light holding us together. There's a light holding us all together. Some will say it's fate, some will say it's life. The name doesn't matter, it just